Hi guys, I'm Hector Rubin. Today I'm here at the Saurus boathouse. We're going to be making 8 wonderful cocktails for you to show you the fine magic world of cocktail making and to show you the intense flavors as well. All right, so I will be starting off today with a classic gin and tonic. There's nothing wrong with starting with a classic. Generally with gin and tonics, you know, we can start from any position with any tonic. That's all going to end up nice. What I'm going to do today is just a simple Bombay gin. Going to cut up a lime here for the bottom. So we throw our limes in. Of course, this is all optional. We get our tonic. You're going to want to go with 1 shot. Traditionally, a shot is 50 centiliters or 50 milliliters of gin. There goes the gin. Now I've got my ice here. Of course, another essential part. And here's the trick. So people often complain about the amount of ice that we put in our gin tonics. But the reason you put so much ice is because the more ice, the less water. So if you're putting in 5 or 6 ice cubes, you're gonna have a watered down gin and tonic, and you don't want that. You're gonna have not a nice flavor. If you're putting in 10 or 15 ice cubes, your ice is gonna stay cold for much, much longer, and that means your drink is gonna be much, much better. So what we do then is we add our tonic, nice touch, and then maybe 1 more lime to go on top, just for the garnish. There we go. And there you have classic, wonderful, fresh for the summer gin and tonic. It's the first drink. Welcome back, guys. I'm here to make you the second cocktail, a wonderful, refreshing twist on the gin and tonic, made originally from Mr. Smith. It's a great drink for the summer. And I'm going to start over here with our grapefruits. So I'm going to grab 2-3 pieces of grapefruit. Into the shaker it goes. And then I'm going to grab, here with our lime juice, 10 milliliters of lime juice. Boom. In there, we got our sourness now. And I have the special simple syrup. This is just sugar and water boiled down until it becomes a nice syrup. Again, 10 to 15 milliliters of that. Perfect. So now we got our sour, we got our sweet, and we're getting the nice mixture with the alcohol as well. So now with this, we're going to muddle. We're going to muddle our grapefruit and our juices together till everything becomes a nice juiced mess. So 2 or 3 should be good. Grab our basil as well. Fresh basil, can't go wrong. There we go. 8 pieces. The bees like me today as well. Try to ignore that. So there we go. We got our drink in here now. So then we start with the gin, where the magic happens. Wonderful. 50 centiliters of gin, or milliliters, whatever you prefer. Gin goes in. And then our mixture goes in, carefully of course. We don't want to make a big splash. 1, 2, 3. There's our grapefruit, our basil, and we have an escaped basil leaf, put that there. Of course, we move on to the ice. Oh, sorry about that. Move on to the ice. And like I said, you always want a lot of ice in your gin tonics. That's nice. And then last but not least, we start with the tonic. Fill that bad boy up until he's nice and full. And then in order to make sure all the tastes are there, you get the sweet, you get the sour. Just gonna give it a nice little mix. Okay, drinks mixed up. And last but not least, a little bit of grapefruit. You get the aroma when you squeeze a grapefruit like this, just like how you squeeze an orange. Get a little bit of the aroma from the grapefruits, and you can smell that when you get the drink. And there you are, the time to travel. A wonderful drink for the summer, smooth, refreshing, sweet, and sour. Enjoy. All right, guys, me again. I'm coming with the third cocktail now. This is gonna be a gin Basil Smash, one of my favorites, one of the fan favorites, of course. And how else to start this but with a handful of basil. So we got our basil here. It's already pre-picked. You know how I do it over here. So we got our basil in. We got our gin. Here it is. Where is our this is called a, oh my gosh, I can't remember the name. Here I am. It's a measuring cup. That's what it's called. That's what we call it in the bartender world, all right? Trust me on this one. I know what I'm talking about. Then we got our lemon juice. We're gonna do 25 milliliters of lemon juice. And then for a little bit of sweetness, you're gonna do 10 milliliters of sweet simple syrup. Now again, this simple syrup can be substituted. You're just gonna wanna use a little bit of plain white or brown sugar from the store. What I would recommend then is putting in some of the alcohol, putting in some of the lime juice or lemon juice, and then a little bit of the sugar, and just mixing it around so the sugar kind of dissolves if you don't have simple syrup. If you do, it's super easy to make, it takes 20 minutes, make it. Don't complain to me. So, then we got our ingredients, 3 ingredients, you can't go wrong. We're gonna get some ice, a full cup of ice. That ice goes in, little more ice, never hurts. And I'm gonna show you guys how to shake a cocktail. This is not just for fun, it's a tutorial. So, cocktail shaker is closed. What you're gonna wanna do is make a claw on the bottom and make sure you have half grip. So 2 fingers here, 2 fingers here. That means you have a secure grip on the cocktail shaker. It's not gonna fall, I hope, and it's not gonna open, I hope. I don't know these things. So then, give it a nice shake. And when the ice is kind of starting to dissolve, you can feel it in the cocktail shaker. That's when you know it's done, when it's a bit softer. So then we have a special trick to open it with the palm. One more. Oh, it's not working with me today. Okay, let's see. Come on, man. How many tries is it gonna take? Nah. Man. Don't get a cocktail shaker from the European bartending school. Now I'm not gonna be able to open this, guys. You're gonna have to give me a minute. All right, guys, so we're back again. As you can see, this is 10 minutes in the future. I've got a glass. So we have our gin tonic, or gin cocktail. It's been sitting here for a while. And now we're going to, before I actually serve it, I'm gonna get some more ice. Boom. Ice in the cup. Doesn't need to be too much. Nice big pieces in there, and you can start to see the basil as well coming out. And then what we're gonna do is shake it, separate it, and you get a beautiful color. Nice green cocktail. Again, super fresh for the summer. Easy to make, great for parties. Everybody loves it. A lime on top, and that's the Gin Basil Smash. Enjoy. All right, guys, it's time for the 4th drink. Here we are. I'm gonna be doing a twist on a classic Latin cocktail. I'm gonna be doing a Caipirinha, but instead of tequila, we're gonna be doing it with vodka. So, to start, actually, the name of this drink is Caipirosca. So, here we go. First things first, you wanna start with the lime. Nice lime, cut it in half, one more time, and then you end up with wonderful quartered limes, 4 of those into the glass, and then later on in the drink, to finish, I'm going to be putting on the rind of the lime as our garnish. So what you want to do with the knife, very carefully, cutting towards yourself, very, very carefully, just try and cut a very thin slice of lime, and without getting any flesh. I got a little bit of flesh there, but try to not get any of the actual flesh of the lime where the juice is, just get the skin. This is perfect for the garnish. So we're going to put that aside for now, move our chopping board. Then we're going to start with our sugar. So you can use brown sugar, white sugar, it's no big deal. Today I'm going to be using 1 spoon of white sugar. In the goes, boom, spoon goes there. I'm going to muddle this together so we get a nice blend of the sugar and the lime. And that means, again, the perfect balance in a cocktail. Sweet, sour, and a little bit of alcoholic taste never hurts. So limes get muddled 3 or 4 times. If you muddle them too much, they might get a little bit bitter. So you don't want to muddle the skin, right? Just enough so that our sugar is mostly dissolved and we have a nice bit of juice in the bottom. Then we're going to get our vodka. Of course, absolutely the best vodka. Okay, please forgive me for that joke. And then we're going to do 50 milliliters of vodka. There it is. There's our 50 milliliters, standard shot capacity and standard cocktail capacity. Last but not least, again, like I said, this is a simple cocktail, can't go wrong. Nice bit of ice. There's our ice. And I'm gonna mix that up a little bit, let the ice dissolve. let everything get mixed up. Okay, everything's looking good. And there's our lime rind. Squeeze a little bit of lime there, and then get the aroma. And what you can do is around the glass, because then the nice lime aroma graces your nose and your lips when you put them to the drink. And there you go, Caipirinha. Enjoy. All right. So, here we are again. I've got a mojito for you now, an absolute classic drink. You all know how it starts. We're gonna use half a lime cut into 4s. Then, of course, you need the sweetness of the mojito. So, we're gonna bring 1 heaped tablespoon, or teaspoon, sorry, of white sugar. There's 1 nice big tablespoon. You know what? Maybe even a little bit more. It's gonna be a big mojito. Special student-sized mojito in a nice big glass. And then, to balance out the white sugar, we're gonna do a heaped tablespoon of brown sugar as well. So there you go. That's the sweetness in the drink. Then we're gonna start with the rum. So, like I said in the previous drinks, of course with the rum we're using Bacardi. The average size of the alcohol portion of a cocktail is usually 50 centiliters, which is 50 milliliters. But for a mojito, you are serious if you're drinking mojito, you're getting 65. A little bit more, some people don't think it's a big deal, but I think it makes a difference. Especially if you're on your 4th mojito, 5th mojito, you start to feel the 65. So then what I'm gonna do is start to muddle this very carefully in my nice big gin and tonic glass. So you wanna be careful with this glass because if I put too much pressure on the sides, the stem is gonna break. So very careful if you're using a wine glass to make a mojito, guys. Don't follow my lead on this one. Get a nice highball. So there we are. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit as well, just to make sure all the sugar's gone, melted. Nicely done. So then we put our mint in, nice big handful of mint goes into the glass. There it is. And then our ice. One of the most important parts of the mojito is the ice. You've got to get a nice balance of ice. Ideally, small crushed pieces of ice work best. It's about what we got here. So we're gonna work with this. And then you're gonna wanna just move everything around in the cup, in the glass. Make sure all those ingredients get to know each other a little bit. And when everything looks a bit mixed, that's when you know you're done. And then last but not least, everybody knows splash, sparkling water. There we go. And I'm gonna put just a little more ice to top it up, and then we're gonna do the garnish. So, nice ice, fill up the cup. And then lime as a garnish. There you go. And there's a mojito. Enjoy. Hi guys, so now I'm making a Paloma. Wonderful, normally made with tequila. Today we're gonna do it with rum. We're gonna spice it up, make it a bit different. Still gonna taste just as good. So I'm gonna follow the directions of the drink just as if I was making it with tequila. So the regular recipe, everything else is the same. So if you have tequila at home, make it with tequila. If you have rum at home, make it with rum. Both are good, I promise. So to begin, we're gonna grab our lime. Great basis for a drink. 4 nice pieces of lime. And then freshly squeezed grapefruit juice, yours truly. There it is, 50 milliliters of grapefruit juice plus 15. So that means 65 in total. There we go, and a little bit more extra because it's freshly squeezed and it's delicious. And then we're gonna do 1 spoon of white sugar. So grapefruit juice is very sour, lime juice is of course very sour. So you're gonna need a big heaped spoon of sugar to balance it out. There's our sugar. And now I'm gonna muddle it a little bit. Again, just to get rid of that sugar. You don't wanna have, you know when you mix your coffee in the morning and you have all the sugar in the bottom and it's too bitter? That's what we're trying to avoid here. So by muddling, you dissolve the sugar in the drink and a little bit extra with the spoon, just in case. And there was a bit of sugar on the spoon anyway, so can't go wrong having a nice sweet drink. There you go. And of course, like I said, the most important part of the drink, the alcohol. That's what we're here for, guys. We're making cocktails, all right? So 50 plus 15, the same way, 65, 1 and 2. Whoop, a little bit extra. And that's it, guys. So now we're gonna ice this up. We're gonna add some grapefruit as the garnish, and then that's the Paloma. So here comes our ice, another nice and easy drink. Some ice for the drink. There we go. And then we grab the rind of the grapefruit. This is the skin. You cut it very, very, very softly, and you can just squeeze it a little bit, get the aroma, get the juice that's in the skin out onto the drink. And then what I like to do is just decorate the rim with the juices. There you go. Twist it once, twist it twice, pop it in the drink, and there you have a Paloma. Enjoy. All right, guys, so I'm back again, another vodka cocktail. This time, 2 Moscow Mules for 2 very thirsty cameramen. So here we are. The beginning of the Moscow Mule, of course, it's called the Moscow Mule. So what do you think it's made out of? Vodka, of course. So, and at that, quite a lot of vodka. So we'll start with our 50 milliliters of vodka and our limes. So here's the 50. That's 1. And that's 2. Boom. Into the drink you go. Cap on the vodka. Everything has its place. So we put it back here. And then we have our secret wonderful ingredient. This is Angostura bitters. They're used in a lot of different drinks. They add a nice herbal, deeper flavor to the drinks. They're made from a collection of different herbs. 2 or 3 shots should be more than enough. This is a very, very strong flavor. So there we go. After that, what I like to do, muddle. You want to get this lime juice out. Again, the Moscow Mule is so simple. Anybody could make one. Very, very, very delicious drink. Refreshing as all cocktails should be. And there we go. So 1 is done, 2 is done. Got to make sure you don't carry any of that. And then our ice. So we're going to get our cup. Sorry, don't want to walk out of the shot, guys. Don't forget that. Cup full of ice into one. This one goes into the other one. And you want to make it nice and balanced. Should be full to the top of the cup, but not overflowing. Nobody wants to drink an overflowing drink with ice, right? So there's some nice ice for you, and maybe one more with our hands. Coronavirus, guys. There we go. Mix it up a little bit, never hurts. Get the drink looking nice. You know, there it is. And then of course, you know what's coming. The ginger beer. So ginger beer adds a super nice kick to the drink, gives it a nice sweet, but also kind of punchy flavor. And this is what makes the Moscow Mule, undisputably. The best drink from Russia, I think, personally. So again, I'm just gonna give it one more mix. I don't know, maybe the White Russian is better. It depends. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. No, just kidding. Here we go. And we're gonna finish off with the limes. 2 Moscow Mules. Enjoy. All right, guys, I'm here with the last drink today. It's gonna be a skinny bitch, gluten-free, vegetarian, vegan even, low calorie, so it works for everybody. You can't complain about a skinny bitch. Here we go. We're gonna start with our most important ingredient, the vodka. And that means we're gonna do 1 shot's worth of vodka. And I think at this point, you know how much that is. 50 milliliters, of course, was the answer. So there's our vodka in. The next most important ingredient is the lime juice. A little less lime juice, only 15 milliliters. Boom. Just wanna get a little kick of the lime, yeah? So lime juice is in, everything else is in. We're gonna put our all-important lime wedge. That's obviously for taste, but you know, also a little bit for the presentation. I have my ice here. I'm gonna carefully put my ice into the cup. Well, not that carefully. There it goes, a little bit of water as well. I'm gonna fill it up, and then we're gonna finish it off with our sparkling water. There we go. Fill that bitch up. And there you have it. You're gonna mix it around a little bit, put our last piece of garnish on top, and a skinny bitch. There you go, enjoy. I hope you guys are cool with that shot, right? All right. All right, cool.